Hey there, it's Brittany, and it's one of my favorite days of the month. It is Sam's Bead Box Day. This month it's Purple Majesty. I had to look up what the birthstone for February is because I have been seeing a lot of purple this month, and obviously it's amethyst. I should have known that. It was so much fun. I got to shop with Sam. I got to hang out with Sam a couple times in Tucson, and Rachel. They're so much fun. Let's see. Sam's Bead Box. For thousands of years, purple dye was incredibly difficult to produce, making it an alluring rarity. It was so expensive that it became a status symbol for the ruling class. Even today, we associate purple with kings and queens. Lucky for purple lovers, the color is easier to come by now. For this month's theme, we are taking a step into our own palace with an elegant palette of purple, jet black, and metallic tones. Front and center in this month's box are our focals, a long Swarovski link made by their chandelier factory in the 90s, check glass elephants, royal crowns, and 2 custom tiara cast pieces, made right here in the Bay Area. We've also featured a house-made cube mix, shell pearls, melons, which are some of my favorites, peanuts, I love those too, and a collection of hematite. To mix things up, we included a selection of 2 whole beads. Use them in a 2-strand stringing design, or if you'd like a challenge, try them with wire or seed beads. I can't wait to dive into this box. Share what you make in our Gem Chat group on Facebook with the hashtag Sam's Bead Box February 2023, Sam. So Sam also includes an all-inclusive list, but he labels everything. The candy this month is mint. Yummy. You get 2 of those, and then he has all recyclable packaging for the delivery of the items. The bags for the beads are plastic, but that just helps me recycle them in my own bead studio because I store everything in little plastic baggies. All right, so this must be the chandelier piece because it's heavily wrapped in bubble wrap. I will let you know that all of my bubble wrap is going to good use right now, all my recycled bubble wrap. I accepted an offer on my house almost about a little bit over a week ago, and last week I signed a contract on a new house that I'm building. So this will be the second house I've built in 3 years. I might be a little crazy. Okay, so vintage Swarovski chandelier crystal link, 22 by 62.5 millimeter one piece. So look at that. I like it that it's a connector. That is some heavy duty glass right there. Sorry if you hear my washing machine. I'm washing my bedding. So it was a miracle of miracles that everything worked out. They were sold out of the house that I really wanted, and all of a sudden one came available with everything that I wanted in it, like the right colors, the right color floor, right color countertops and cabinets. It was just amazing, and I can't believe it worked. I'm still on cloud 9. A lot of it was thanks to all of you who kept sending me good vibes and prayers, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I just can't believe it worked out. So let's get going with Sam's Bead Box. We have the check glass royal crown, jet black, 13 by 15 millimeter 2-piece set. I could never get enough of these beads, ever. I have a few. I don't think I've ever used any in a design because I hoard them because they are so wonderful. So I've never seen them in jet black with the A bead. That is so cool. They're very rustic looking. Those are amazing. There's a lot in this box. Okay, so check glass table cut oval jet black Picasso 12 by 14 millimeter 8-piece set. Oh, I love these. Those are so cool. My mind instantly goes to a bracelet so I can focus on that table cut black with the wonderful Picasso on the outside. Here's the hematite donut focal 31 millimeter, smooth rounds 11.8 millimeter, and then 2 whole square 10 millimeters. These are heavy. Hematite is always heavy, so that's kind of cool. It's like a go-go donut. Very interesting. These actually remind me of 80s jewelry, because my grandmother, and I don't know if she got them in the 80s or 90s, had a lot of stuff with hematite in it in her jewelry box when I got it after she passed. So that stuff just reminds me of my grandma, and I know she loved that 80s jewelry. Coated shell, imitation pearl, light purple, 7.8 millimeter, 15.5 inch strand. These are lovely. I love that color. It's very delicate pinky purple. Very luxurious strand of pearls. Sometimes the shell pearls can be a little inexpensive looking, but these are really nice looking. Like, these are really nice. Then we have Check Glass Melon Royal Glam Mix, 8 millimeter, 24 piece strand. I love some Check Glass melons, and this is pretty cool. So we have 3 different types on here. We have a clear with a silver wash, so there's silver in the striations or the indents of the melon. Then we have a silver, and then we have a clear with a purple wash, and that is a bright purple. That is so cool. I love that. Then we have Check Glass Faceted Ovals, hematite. So they're not hematite, but the color is hematite. 9.5 by 13 millimeter, 15 piece set. Occasional imperfections. I actually really love these. That's fun shape. And they're fun to hold like that. I'm in a funky mood. I'm really excited about my new house. It's just unfortunate. So my current home, I'm closing on in March, and then the new one's not going to be ready until May or June. So I have to find a place to go for a couple months. Amethyst chip, 4 to 10 millimeter, 20 grams. That's interesting. Oh, got to be careful here because some of these came off this strand. That is so cute. Nice light purple. Next, Check Glass Crown Dark Lavender Amethyst, 8 millimeter. About 20 pieces. So these are similar to those other larger beads. They're table cut around the center, but they're like a rose on top. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen that shape like that before. Check Glass Fire Polish Faceted Round Silver Crystal, 8 millimeter, 20 piece strand. Beautiful. I love how sparkly that is. Check Glass Preciosa Peanut, Lavender Amethyst Luster, silver lined, 3 by 6 millimeter, 9 grams. That is such a cool shape. I love that. I love how silvery they are. I will say, and I've said this before, it's not anything against Sam. This is one of my least favorite colors of Check Glass. When it's just by itself with that silver on top, I really like it. But like if it was just like, it's not this color. It's this off purple. When it's just that purple, it's not my favorite. But when it has this luster on it, it makes it a little more special, and I like how sparkly it is. Check Glass 3 Facet Round Berry Mix, 8 millimeter, 25 piece set. Those are cool. These remind me of vintage check, just because of that pink, and the shape is interesting. It looks like a retro shape. I love these. Oh, cute. 2 elephants. Check Glass Elephant Jet Black Silver 20 by 21 millimeter 2-piece set. Cutie dooties. I love little elephants. They're so adorable. Any color that they come in, I'll take them. A lot in this box. Fleur-de-lis Charm Antique Pewter 12 by 19 millimeter. We have 2 of those, and a Clover Key Charm Antique Pewter 11 and a half by 32 millimeter 1 piece. Tiara cast. Oh, those are cute. Fleur-de-lis used to be a huge trend in like 2010. 2011. And then this beautiful key. I love that with the quatrefoil or the clover in the middle. That's pretty cool. I can see using that on a bracelet. Making a bracelet and maybe a pair of earrings. We have a check glass flat pear brio, silver, jet black, 8 by 11.5 millimeter, 20-piece set. Those are cool. I love that one side is black and one side is purple. I love that. Did I say purple? I meant black. One side is black and one side is silver. I don't remember what colors I said. But I love that. That is so cool. And then it's evenly done. Like there's no silver on one side. Sometimes that's kind of hard to do. We've gotten this before, and I don't know if it was this color, but I love them. I don't think it was this color. Check glass, pear brio, purple bronze luster, 15.5 by 20 millimeter. We get 2 of them. You know, I can't remember if it was purple or not, but I love how large these are. And that has a nice, like this is that purple that I was talking about, but in the larger size, it almost looks like blue with a hint of purple. I like that. Faceted Saturn, sapphire, purple bronze. Oh my gosh, say that 10 times fast. 7 by 9 millimeter, 10-piece strand. These are so cool. I love the Saturn shape. They're also sometimes called UFOs. I love these. These are so sparkly, and they almost look like unicorn. Like if unicorn could be a color, I always think it's like purple and blue together, but not blurple or periwinkle because it has some shine. Like if unicorn could be a color, I would think it would be this color. I know, guys. I know. I'm a little nuts. We have a check glass dimpled cube. Royal purple mix, 5 millimeter, 20 grams, which is about 90 pieces. That's quite a few beads. Those are cool. Those are really cool. They kind of remind me of dice, but without the only one dot on each side. And you get 3 different colors: purple, silver, and black. And clear. So purple, like a silver clear, and then like a hematite. So there are 4 colors. Check glass diamond duo, vitriol silver mix. 5 by 8 millimeter, about 30 pieces. Those are awesome. More beads that remind me of unicorns or mermaids. Some mythical creature created this bead. I love it. Check glass fire polish faceted round tanzanite iris, 4 millimeter, 50-piece strand. These are nice with that AB on there. The AB is really bright on here. That is really pretty. I'm loving like all the ethereal beads with the AB or the sparkliness. Like those are my jam. You can tell this is not my typical color palette. I like purple, but with purple with like the silvers and blacks, I typically never do. So it's interesting. This is going to get me out of my comfort zone for sure. And I think that's what monthly boxes are supposed to do anyway. Check glass 2-hole sunflower hematite gold, 11.5 millimeter, 8-piece set. What? These are dual hole? That's so cool. I'm a little intimidated, but that's pretty neat. And I love the gold on there. What an interesting combo. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I love them. I love them. You know, I love sunflowers. Then we have some check glass saucers and hematite and purple bronze luster mix. 2 by 5 millimeter, 9.1 grams, which is about 120 pieces. So again, that purple's not my favorite, but I like the hematite. At least there's a lot of luster on here that I can get down with. The hematite's really cool. These would be kind of cool, like stacked or as little spacers. And then last but not least, check glass leaf lavender amethyst. Sorry, didn't realize my camera was wonky. Check glass leaf lavender amethyst, 8.5 by 12 millimeter, 25-piece set. This is interesting. I'm trying to think of what I would need purple leaves for. I mean, maybe a fall something or other, but it's not really a color that I would think to put in leaves. Although, you know, with beads, you can do any color with leaves. I know I have like probably blue leaves somewhere. So I'll be interested to see what people do with these. These have me stumped so far, especially in this color, purple. So anyway, love the box. Some of the purples, not my favorite, but I like the shapes that were chosen. I think the box is super cohesive, and it definitely gets across the Purple Majesty theme. Some of my favorites, these for sure. Oh, these, the first thing I pulled out. Oh, actually, that wasn't the first thing I pulled out. The first thing was the chandelier. And I really liked these. So 3 things that don't really, off the bat, look like they go together. I like those, but I really like the table cut ovals. So yeah, let's give me a few minutes to kind of digest this, and we will make something. Okay, I've decided on a pair of earrings. I'm going to use this UFO bead or satellite bead or Saturn bead, whatever you want to call it. One of the double-sided drops. I am going to use 6 of these little saucers. My 6th one walked off, so here we go. And then 4 of these diamonds. And then I have 3 soft flex crimp tubes, and I'm going to be using this purple amethyst. I've been using a lot of this lately. Beading wire, but I thought it went so well with Purple Majesty. I think that's the name of this box, right? So I just thought, hey, let's get more purple. More purple is even better, right? I got a new set of nippers, and this will be the first time I'm using them. Thank you, Beadalon. And let's get started. I'm just going to pile on my beads. I'm going to start with one of these. Working towards the middle, we are going to start with this guy. Another one of these. There's a fly in this room, and I don't know why he's decided to come into my bead room, but he is being the loudest thing on earth. So in Arizona, we have a lot of flies. All right. Thankfully, I usually don't get them in the house, but goodness. All right. So we're going to stack those on, and then I'm going to put on my drop. And then I'm just going to repeat that pattern. And you kind of are making a double-sided earring, because here's the front. That's what the front looks like. But if you flip it over, there's the back, silver and black instead of iridescent and silver. Then I am going to put on my, you're actually going to need 4 crimp tubes for this. I'm going to put on a crimp tube. And then I'm just going to kind of gauge where I want that to be. So I want it right there. And I'm going to take my crimping pliers. Trying to make sure that these don't cross, although it doesn't really matter with soft flex crimps. I don't want them to cross. They look nicer if they're not crossed. Oh, as I say that, they decide they want to cross. And we'll just crimp, making sure that the pointy part of my crimping pliers is in the back of the earring, so it just looks like a folded tube in the front. And then we'll turn 90 degrees. If you're using soft flex magical crimping pliers, then that's going to turn it into a little bead, not a tube. But there we go. That's the first part. And then I am going to put on my satellite bead. And another crimp tube. Okay. If you want to lock, I decided not to. That's why I said you're going to need 4 crimp tubes. But if you want to lock your beads in place, all you would have to do is put a crimp tube here, a crimp tube there. We're okay. I'm just going to keep it like that. And then I am going to choose one of my pieces of wire come back down, and we're going to just create a loop. And just pull that. And I want to make sure that the loop is facing forward. There we go. Turn it a little bit. And we will crimp. There we go. And turn it 90 degrees. And we'll do it one more time. And then we're going to trim so we don't have all these these wires hanging out every which way. Just make sure you're only cutting the tails and not your loop, because then you're going to have to start over. Ask me how I know. I know I always say that, but it's because I've done it many times. I could even get in there and trim that up a little bit more. But even though these nippers look a little bit, are the exact same as my other nippers, they're not broken in yet, so they're a little different in feel wise. Isn't that funny? You have two of the same tool, but they feel different. There we go. There we go. Just keep snipping. Like Dory, just keep swimming. All right, I'm gonna get in there and snip a little closer down here so we don't have a tail hanging out. Here we go. And I'm going to add my ear wire. This style, it's very typical of soft flex earrings, but I love it so much. I did this with a pendant in the most recent soft flex Galentine's Day. Thought it would be fun to experiment with this style with this box. It's so pretty, and we had the purple beads. All right, our pair is finished. These are so cute. I love the purple. I love how bright and shiny these 2-hole beads and how sparkly they are. I can't wait to see somebody I know wearing them. I don't know who gets them yet. So thanks for watching. If you're interested in subscribing to Sam's Bead Box, please check the description of this video for the link. And you can use coupon code Turquoise for $5 off of your first box. So check it out. Let me know what your favorite part of the video was, and stay tuned for Goldie. She's super cute. Bye-bye.